Alright, and we are back. Me, the red-haired pixel doctor.
I'm Gumshoe Fexic.
And what does that make me? Deadlock.
Always questioning his reality, Deadlock, apparently. Also get to be a
Are
member
we
of...
even real?
It makes him deadlock on the take.
Do you ever wonder why we're here?
I don't think that's how it works.
Back to they're hungry immediately. I did look up just to see how long the rest of the chapters are. Most of the ones we have left are pretty decent length. I didn't look up the contents of them. I just saw how much of stuff was in them.
Got a ways to go, my man.
Yeah, these last few chapters I think are gonna be pretty lengthy. What about sushi? Raw fish? I think I mentioned last time, or at the very least I was talking to Chris about it, but I've been trying different types of sushi, different types of fish, just to see what I like. It's always good to try new things. So whenever we get Chinese food, I try a different sashimi, because I prefer it to regular sushi.
I love how people consider that Chinese now.
Well, it's at a Chinese restaurant, okay?
That's just... no.
What do you mean, no? I'm not saying it is Chinese, I'm just saying I get it from a Chinese restaurant.
I know, I just think it's funny that a Chinese restaurant is peddling Japanese dishes.
Now, you know what? I say it's Chinese, but they do say they are an Asian restaurant. So
Yeah,
you know what? That's on me.
Asian is probably better accurate.
But you know what? It's from years of calling these places Chinese places, because that's just what we, would say. So.
I mean, I can't remember a time where I did not make the distinction.
I know the difference. I'm just saying. Down here. Regardless, I get sashimi every time, and I've been trying new ones. I gotta say, the worst one was mackerel. Very dry and very, very salty.
Yeah, mackerel's not that. If you have the... now, I'm not too big of a sushi person. I prefer my fish cooked personally. But if you have the opportunity, kingfish is very good.
I don't think they have it there at that place I've been going, but if I get the chance to.
They might not. It's a warmer water fish, so like we get them here in the Gulf. You might not get them on the East Coast.
True. Most of our warm water fish are going to be in the summer, and at that you'd have to get it at a local fishery place.
So with the way Mother Nature's been going, it might just be here sooner than later.
Eh.
Well, you do get bluefish though, and while it's a very oily fish, and I would not recommend it raw, cooked, it's very delicious.
Like I said, I've been trying different things I can. So, sea bass I tried recently. It was pretty good.
Oh wait, you haven't had sea bass up until now?
Yeah. I haven't really been trying fish until recent years.
Hey, all right. I mean, yeah. So what do you think?
It was good. It was actually pretty tasty. Most fish has a very similar taste, but I think it was unique enough, and it was very, very moist.
Yeah, it is that.
Which you would think all fish is, but like I said, mackerel's extremely dry.
Yeah, some of them are more so than others. But yeah, sea bass is a nice, I don't want to say starter, but it's a nice, easy to get your hands on. Like, if you're looking to break into seafood, sea bass is a nice place to start.
I'd say the three easy ones off the top of my head, well, I should say four, but I don't like the fourth one. Sea bass, tuna, flounder, and salmon.
Oh, flounder is good. I'm not crazy about tuna and salmon, but I do I don't get it very often because AJ doesn't eat seafood at all.
Yeah.
But my dad cooked flounder phenomenally well. Like to this day, I have no idea what. I think he used a little bit of that Old Bay seasoning to help really bring out the most in it. But whatever he did to flounder cuts was just utterly delicious. I remember looking forward to it every time he came back from a fishing trip.
Yeah, I would say those are the four easiest. I don't like salmon either, but there is a difference between wild caught and farmed salmon, so apparently they taste very different. There's also regular salmon and king salmon. I've seen king salmon fillets, and those look much better than regular salmon fillets.
Now, that said, if my choices are between eat salmon and starve to death, I'm eating the friggin' salmon.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Delix hasn't said anything. I choose to believe he either doesn't like fish or hasn't tried fish.
Don't like.
Fair enough. It's not for everyone.
Okay, yeah. Like, AJ takes issue with the commercial fishing industry as a whole, so she refuses on principle.
I understand that. I don't really disagree to an extent.
Yeah, I don't either, but at the same time, like, if someone offers me fish and, like, I know, like, either I'm away from home or, like, when I was in Austin for the academy, like, yeah, I had fish a couple of times because I'm there for 5 days and I don't have to worry about, anything.
In my mind, part of it is it's already dead. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about it. Don't let its death go to waste.
The whole point of just saying no to it is to discourage the industry itself, which
Right.
Well, but if I'm saying
your success of it is a crapshoot at the most.
Very little.
Like,
I don't a lot of people to do it.
Yeah, like I don't go out of my way to eat food when I'm home. Like I avoid it because AJ doesn't eat it. But like if I'm in a pinch and somebody offers it to me, I will indulge while silently wishing that the industry gets their act together.
That being said,
they're never going to, unfortunately. Not unless someone literally just twists their arm over it.
Sticking on the same line of thought, I have never had venison, so I'm very excited for when you and I go hunting, because we're definitely gonna...
Yes, venison is delicious. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10.
I heard it
My
does
cousin does a lot of deer hunting.
Oh, they can't do moose hunting where you are, that's illegal.
No. But they actually do bring a lot of venison over, and it's always nice when we get it. Or even just ship it over to
Well,
us.
you shoot one deer and you're good for like a month, apparently.
Yeah, it can last you a while. That's usually also probably why they send us so much, because like they have more than they know what to do with at that point.
Apparently, it's mostly about storage. I was watching this video about hunting. It's usually about storage space. Most people can't accommodate for how much meat you get off these things.
Well, they do it all quite often, so they definitely have accommodations ready for them.
They probably do have like a meat locker.
Yeah, a single deer, like you said, it'll feed you for a good long time.
Imagine an elk, though. There are people that go elk hunting. Like, one elk...
Dude, like, I think there are 4 families left that are allowed to actually live in the northern wilderness of Alaska. They go hunting for moose, and, like, all you need is one of those a year.
It's crazy how much meat you get off those things. The other thing about moose hunting, from what I understand, is that because moose are semi-aquatic, if you do shoot them, they will run into the water. So yeah, gotta be careful with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you just lose your catch.
I mean, that or depending on what season it is, the moose will just decide it wants to run a fade on you, and it'll put you on a shirt. Because like if you don't take it down with the first shot, hopefully you get off a second one to finish things off. But if you don't, that moose is going to clap you, and it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, the moose, most people at this point understand how big they are, but there are still some people that don't understand. These things are giant.
Yeah, like, it is a massive, massive terrestrial creature, and it is capable of great violence.
Deer can do
to put it into perspective for those who still don't understand, if you were to run into your car with them, your car is basically hitting a tree.
Yeah, like
a tree that could potentially get up and walk the fuck away,
or just walk on top of you.
That's even worse. I mean, imagine how much damage a deer does to a car. Now, imagine that times 10 at the least.
Yeah, I remember hearing about a case where a car hit a moose when I was in, I think, middle school. And they described it as basically like the moose's antlers acted as like a can opener to the car, like just completely ripped the hood completely off. Like the moose died. It was hit hard enough to where it didn't just get up and walk away, but it basically can openered the roof of the car clean off.
Yeah, just don't mess.
Don't
mess with it.
Respect nature, folks.
Yeah, like a moose is an absolute unit. The only animal I recommend less fucking with than a moose is a bison.
If you're talking about bovine, then I agree. Yeah.
I mean, cows can be, mean in their own right. I'm talking specifically about American bison. Like, people don't realize what a unit Appa actually is. Like, Bruce Lee's, Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch?
Yeah.
They can basically do that with a head charge and send, like, other bison and cars like up to 10 feet away. Like, it's actually remarkable how in control they are of their body mass.
I feel bad about this one. There's this one case, I think it was last year or the year before. I mean, she let it happen to herself, but I do feel bad for the end result. But you can't save stupidity, I guess.
No, you really can't.
But she was like taking pictures with a bison. She went like fully up to it, and it was like laying on the ground. Yeah, I didn't see the video, but I heard it did not end well for the poor girl.
Yeah, respect nature and stay at a very safe distance.
Yeah, like
people don't understand these things are dangerous.
Yeah, admiring nature is great. Respecting nature is great. Do it from a safe distance. Like, please don't put yourself on a t-shirt for something stupid.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth the clicks.
Like when the only victory afforded you is a Darwin Award, it's not worth it. Trust me.
Oh yeah, that poor girl. She got Darwined, all right.
Not a good way to go.
Yeah, I get. Some people. Some of it's definitely comes down to education. They just don't understand. But an animal's an animal, no matter what it is. A cat can do a lot of damage to a person.
Oh yes, as someone who's handled them, and I'm just trying to like let them go nice and easy. No, they will just still scratch you the fuck up.
I've got the scars all up and down my arms to prove how nasty cats can be.
And I don't think your clothing's gonna save you either. They'll scratch you right through it.
There are people that have lost ties to the cats.
Funnily enough, though, there are like thicker things like hoodies, like whatever material that is. It will actually, it could potentially protect you from a blade, just not from a cat's claws.
It depends, but yeah.
It depends on how they go through it, because there are some hits that it will definitely protect you from. Other hits, not even close. You're just gonna be cut open.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not recommending you go and put yourself on the business end of a sword to test it out. But there was one. There's a guy on YouTube who does a lot of stuff for like old, like medieval weapons, and he does a lot of stuff with swords specifically. And he actually tested it on one of those ballistic dummies with the fake bones inside and everything. And yeah, wearing a hoodie will actually provide nominal protection against like slashing implements.
Also works fairly well to kind of stop the bleeding if you apply it correctly.
Well, you can pack a wound with almost anything.
I'm just saying it's thick enough that you wouldn't need a whole lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I still need more memory before I can do anything else. I think that's all the cases now? Okay, cool.
But yeah, we do a lot with like first aid stuff for my job, obviously. So we learned some interesting tricks for packing wounds.
This is a very educational video today, apparently.
Interestingly, and I truly hope that no viewers ever have to call upon this information, but if you ever have a wound to the chest, it has like a hole, like a bullet wound or something, you can actually stick a credit card or like another piece of plastic over that, and it will actually form a seal and keep the lungs from filling with outside air.
I'm sorry, a credit card?
Yeah, no, anything flat, and like plastic or metal is best because it'll form a seal against the skin. But one of the big things, like the reason chest wounds are so deadly is because your lungs, if they're punctured, they'll fill with outside air, and it's like overinflating a balloon. Like the body just can't take the pressure. So if you stick some kind of seal, again, like a credit card or an ID card is the example they use because they're so common, you can actually stop the inflation of a chest wound and mildly keep the blood inside while EMS arrives.
I
mean, hey, use the tools you have on you, like...
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. They didn't tell me what to do, so...
So, there you go, kids. Saving a life isn't hard if you have a library card.
And to think... no, not even gonna go there. Never gonna go there.
Hey, I'll take it. I don't know where I'm going now because I was given no direction. I tried asking for help.
Well, you know who's gonna ask?
I did, and she said, "Go back to your real job, nerd." Well, unfortunately, my real job, my boss is missing.
I would let Mirai call me a nerd.
We know. Alright, so... I don't know where to go. Wanyamon's is not exactly helpful either. He's, keeping the couch warm.
that is Pete, and you will respect him.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize he had an actual name.
Yeah. We're still in chapter 13, right?
Yes, I believe so. I might as well go heal while
So
we're
it says. So we clearly have to do something in that room. I think.
Is
If
it in
that's
it?
what she said. Well, if that's what she said, that you're in your correcting report, then yes,
Well-
there's something we have to do in that room specifically.
Alright, well, let me heal my dudes up first anyway.
So yeah, there's probably something we got to do in that room.
Well, I don't know what. We did all the cases currently available to us, unless there was one that I just didn't see.
Well, maybe not necessarily the thing, but just something in the room.
Let's take a break. Okay. That prompt wasn't there before.
Well,
Alright then.
things are happening.
Sure, I'll... Whatever.
Just acquiesce. Let the digital wave guide you.
As long as we're taking here, it's gonna be even longer the next one since I'll be doing it without grinding. I do like the orb Satanmon holds here.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's Lucamon.
Loose.
I know it's Lucamon. I just wanted to say it. Oh, I accidentally went the correct way.
Interestingly, and I guess tacking onto the educational aspect of this video, per, I believe it was the Lesser Key of Solomon, Lucifer and Satan are actually two different entities.
Yeah, it really depends on the writing. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different.
Well, in modern Christian writing, they're the same thing because they don't. A lot of Christians don't reference the older books. Like it's the King James Bible, and that's pretty much it. But the Lesser Key of Solomon actually gives names, ranks, and levels of influence to a bunch of different creatures of hell.
I mean, as they should, because it's really pays to know what you're dealing with.
Oh, trust me, I agree. But yeah, come to find out, Lucifer and Satan, two completely different dudes.
Unsurprisingly.
More education. Here we got a new case to solve. Let's see, farm expansion. I really don't need that anymore, but whatever, I'll take it.
It's there. No reason to say no.
Pretty much, I could find far more items from it if I really try.
But yeah, they, as I'm aware, Lucifer, Satan, and Beelzebub are three of the most powerful entities of hell. And so to a lot of modern Christians, they equate the three together, so that's why Satan and Beelzebub are other names for Lucifer.
Where is Ueno a server, or is that a location?
Where is it?
Oh, Ueno? U-E-N-O?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
no.
sure that's a place.
It is, yeah. Ueno's a part of Tokyo.
Okay. I was gonna say, it sounds like it, but I've never heard of it before.
There it is.
Let's see, I got him on. Hello. I was gonna say before about you were starting our Satan conversation. I do really like Elecmon. I don't know why. I think because he's one of the older ones, and he's just kind of like a
Nostalgia.
rabbit cat with electric powers. I like him.
Doesn't hurt that
Basically
he
Pikachu.
doesn't hurt that he turns into Leomon.
I could care less about Leomon, to be honest with you.
Neomon's a nice one.
I do like Numamon. He's just because he's so silly. He's just a slime.
Mm-hmm.
Numamon is one of the Digimon you will really like or really hate.
Yeah, there's really no for him.
I agree. He's on the like side for me.
Respect.
Personally, it comes to context he is presented in.
Most of the time, he's just kind of a silly dude. That's usually what it is for him. He's a silly dude, either trying to help his best and he just sucks, or he's trying to cause mischief and he's doing decent at it. Case solved.
Or it only ever.
Yeah, not paying up till everything's completely settled.
Yeah, of course we're not done.
There is no end. There is only Zool.
I just want to know when we fight Examon.
It should be coming up.
I don't think it happens for a while, though.
I just want to, well, I mean, there's only like 6 chapters left, actually, because we're in 13. So I just want to see, like, the scale that Chris was talking about during the draft video. Like, I want to see how big this dude is.
Oh, he's big, all right.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, but I need to see it, you know?
He's a visual learner, Deadlock.
Isn't it better to see with your own eyes than to hear with someone else's words?
I mean, I would argue yes. Then again, I'm a visual learner, so I've got something of a bias.
I'm visual hands-on. Nunumon and Lecky. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I like this dude, but he feels also a little under-designed to me. I think it's just because his body's just yellow with muscle, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
The artwork definitely gives it a lot more definition with the shadows.
Yeah, I remember the official artwork for this dude looks better, but, you know, if you see him in any other media, he just doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
Pokemon, again, we keep bashing Pokemon, but they really need to do more stuff like this. Pokemon don't have to talk, but you know what? You can give them more personality by doing stuff like this.
Yeah, like, give them agency.
Honestly, I feel like they just don't have a story writer. They just have someone there that's like, alright, here's what we're going to do. And that's it.
I mean, probably.
I think a coloring book would have more detail than their stories.
Alright, that's a little harsh, but...
I mean, at this stage, yes. Maybe not when it was like the first couple.
I don't know.
If
you think about it, I mean, Gen 1 didn't have much of a story. Fair enough. First game, it was mostly about capturing the monsters. Gen 2
sometimes it feels like it has more depth than the more modern games.
Gen 2 didn't. Gen 3 is where I would say that it started focusing more on the story.
I mean, points for accuracy, though. Like regardless of how true it is to like the argument being made here, can we at least give Deadlock his flowers for the burn?
Personally, if I was burned, I wouldn't want flowers. I'd want some sort of medical aid, but that's fine.
You're a doctor, you get that excuse.
I'll put some icy hot on it. Oh, I forgot he's got the one giant hand.
That's like one of his more defining features, and you forgot about it.
I don't really use this dude, so I mean... Oh wait, this is like an actual boss fight.
Let's see.
Not that it really matters. Yeah, get him, Electmon. Yeah, afford it. Oh, and the paralysis, huge.
I mean, you said get him, and he got him.
Yeah, he did it. I asked specifically for that. When did we get so strong as he did 4 damage?
I mean, they probably didn't expect to even do that.
I know it's just because you really can't get perfect edges in a game, but it's weird looking at Numon's eyes because you can see like where the polygons are just not completely
Oh yeah,
round, and it
Yeah,
looks
I
like
mean,
his eye.
it's still pretty good for
It's pretty good.
what it is.
But I'm just saying, looking at it, it looks like a dandelion.
oh yeah, I can see it.
Like because of it, his eyes almost look fuzzy. I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I'm just pointing it out.
Numemon Digivolve the Dandymon?
Is that a thing? Is that an actual Pokemon?
Pokemon? No, probably not.
Digimon. I realized
I mean-
after I said it.
If it is, I don't know of it. I was just making up a name, but
I can
wouldn't
imagine.
surprise.
Yeah, I can imagine a champion level Digimon called Dandymon. Oh, we gotta make a district for pixel art at somewhere in the Minecraft server. By the way, 'cause my one friend wants to make a bunch of pixel art on the server, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We did that on our server, our old one.
That's fine, but I demand making the first one.
You might want to get to it before she does, because she'll do it immediately.
I will assert my dominance.
実はちょっと相談したいことがあって、悪いけど渋谷まで来てくれないかな。え、元気がないって？そんなことない。
I do appreciate that Nokia, because at first I thought she was going to be like a Sakura kind of character, where she's just a total bitch to us the whole game. That I'm thankfully glad that is not the case. Also, chapter 14. Yeah, 13's pretty short, and I think every chapter going forward from this point on is going to be a decent length, except for I think 20.
まあそのあれよ、元気がないっていうか、ちょっと行き詰ま
I
り
just
を。
casually having Omnimon here.
デジモンと人間のトラブルが続出。
Oh, just wait. There's a scene later where it's even better with
そ
him.
の被害がどんどん大きくなってて、このままだととんでもないことになりそう。だからなんとかしなきゃなんだけど。
Yeah, I definitely prefer Omnimon to Sword Omnimon. I think just having the multiple colors looks better than just the gray, like black that he's got on Zwei.
Yeah.
That being said, but it's weird because I feel like War Greymon doesn't look as good as Black War Greymon. But it's weird because it's almost the exact kind of same thing with the color scheme. I don't know. Honestly, I like both Black War Greymon and War Greymon. I don't think either of them look bad with their color scheme.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go wrong with either one, frankly.
I debated over it when we did the draft video which one I was going to go with, but I had to go with Black War Greymon because it's nostalgia.
Respect.
I guess I would have nostalgia for both, but I had more for Black War Greymon.
Nothing wrong with that.
Are all the Royal Knights going to appear, or is it just going to be like a couple of them?
All but one. Or actually, no, that one shows up. It's just in a bonus case. But no, yeah, you get to see all of them in some capacity.
Like I say, I don't know who the others are. The only one I would think is Ophanimon.
Not one.
Yeah, she's not a knight.
Oh.
Neither is Seraphimon, if that's what you're thinking of.
I was thinking that was the one I was trying to think of, but I said Ophanimon.
Yeah, well, they're basically male and female counterparts, but neither of them are.
I'm a little surprised by that, I'll be honest. Oh wait, it's probably like Alphabon, because he's got probably most of those ones with the chibi forms. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it.
Well, you already know Galamon.
Why am I blanking so hard on Galamon? Oh, so Lance.
Yeah, Guilmon's final form.
Yeah.
Which honestly, the more I think about it, is the weirdest one to be a real knight. Not that he's a bad candidate, but just like he's the only one that just has a straight evil line.
I mean, it makes sense. I was watching an anime last night, and I was like, you know what? I want to do like a Dullahan that was like previously a Royal Knight of some kind character in D&D. I think Dullahans are kind of cool to begin with.
Oh
And,
no,
like,
Duhan's
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I feel like they're underutilized in today's media. So I was like, I want to do one that's like he's still like a royal knight, but he wants total revenge on everyone that made him get beheaded in the first place. But he still like has the fault of he'll always do what he believes is good for, you know, like an honorable knight. So I want to have him.
There's a trope that I've seen in like a couple of like original manga panels, where if you have a character who's a Dullahan, they're like the running joke is they keep losing their head and then struggling to find it, almost like the glasses character in anime.
Kind of, yeah.
The glasses. I can't be seen without my head.
Yeah, then.
I love that made me think of the old, there was a little crossover a long time ago with Johnny Bravo and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that was cool.
You know,
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't be seen without my glasses. Glasses. I can't be seen with glasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Velma couldn't see without her glasses, and Johnny couldn't be seen without his glasses.
It was just a funny little like twist on what they think they've done.
Johnny Bravo was a surprisingly progressive show if you paid attention to the actual writing of it.
Mm-hmm.
I admittedly have not, but to be fair, it's also been so long since I've actually seen this show.
It has for me, but just when stuff pops up, I'm like, wow, this show actually was surprisingly progressive, showing Johnny being like him being so womanizing was like a bad thing.
Yeah, like that I definitely remember. It was like, well, yeah, I wouldn't like it that if that was just every time I was objectified like that either.
Yeah, like that was the running gag is that every time he was like that, I think maybe save for one time, he always got his ass kicked.
Pretty much. That being said, we will talk more about other interesting conversations next time.
Later.
Later.